This is the Canadair CL-215 amphibious aircraft, a very successful fire suppression bomber designed in the mid to late 1960s around long discontinued, obsolete engines which last came off the production line almost 10 years earlier. First flown in 1967 and entering service in 1969, the plane is powered by remanufactured 18-cylinder C-Series Pratt & Whitney R2800 83AM engines of 2,100 horsepower each on takeoff. The engine installation and exhaust system appear to be based on that of the twin-engine Douglas B-26 Invader attack bomber. The 83AM is quite similar to the water alcohol injected CA and CB series versions of this engine found on the Martin 404, Convair 240, 340, 440, the Fairchild C-123 Provider, and the Douglas DC-6 transports, which developed up to 2,500 horsepower each for takeoff in some of these planes. Discriminating observers will notice that the CL-215 sounded exactly the same as all these other predecessor planes, emitting a very smooth, deep-throated singing reverberation in flight, due mainly to a well-counterbalanced engine and the use of three-blade props, quite unlike the rougher sound signatures of the earlier R2800B series versions, and most other heavy piston radial engines for that matter. The CL-215 was a very late, not to mention the very last, heavy piston entry in an era when turbines had long since established permanence, making it quite an anomaly. I was surprised when I first learned of the existence of this aircraft in 1971, and more surprisingly, it would continue to be built with this remanufactured piston dinosaur engine through the 1980s into 1990, with 125 built. That's more than 30 years after the R2800 production ceased. To boot, the CL-215 is the most straightforward, boxiest looking machine I ever laid eyes on since the short Skyvan turboprop. To use a common aviation cliche, the CL-215 looks like the box that all its peer predecessors you just saw were delivered in. But Canadair's customers wanted efficiencies in low-speed maneuverability more than anything else, and with its super thick squared-off airfoils, that's exactly what they got. Starting in May 1969, CL-215 deliveries began for France, and the next year to Quebec province, with other machines eventually going to Spain and Greece. Through the 1970s, other deliveries were made to the Spanish, Greek, and Thai air forces or navies, and were also used in the search and rescue, cargo, and troop-carrying roles. The CL-215 could carry up to 2,260 pounds of cargo and up to 19 equipped troops. They were, and continue to be, operated by various Canadian government agencies and private operators such as Buffalo Airways. Other countries operating them either now or in the past include Turkey, Croatia, United States, Venezuela, Yugoslavia, and Italy. The CL-215 had a wingspan of 93 feet 10 inches, an empty weight of 26,600 pounds, and a maximum water takeoff weight of 37,700 pounds, with a range of 1,150 miles. Water and retardant capacity was 600 gallons in 2 tanks, with 1 discharge door per tank. The type certificate for the CL-215 is now under its 3rd owner, as it has since passed from Canadair to Bombardier, and now on to Viking Air Limited, which performed several firebombing demonstrations at AirVenture 2019 at Oshkosh that are the feature of this video. The CL-215 picks up its 600 gallons of water from 2 retractable scoops while fast taxiing or skimming on the surface of a lake or river, and then injects retardant chemicals if needed for the mission before and during takeoff. This water or mixture is then dumped on the strategic areas of a forest or brush fire flame front. During these Oshkosh demonstrations, water was scooped from nearby Lake Winnebago to the east, and then dropped over the demonstration area along Airshow Center down runway 36.
And let's see, on takeoff of the T-28, burning about 80 gallons an hour. And then you get into cruise and put it back into a lean position. We cut that down to about 50.
Alright, now I get it. I knew it that probably have a little tug for it. It's the first sleeping, like.
Really?
Clear coat. No?
Oh, you talking about before?
I don't know if they take off the put that on So yeah, he got popped with his remote top on for the first time.
I'll share a site with you in the campground.
Yeah, Jeff's taking me, yeah.
It'll be a lot less packed here tomorrow.
If you want to come and see what's left, probably get some, probably got some fuel stops over at your place.
Yeah, but Mandy, all you had to do was get that AC.
First wasn't after they like determined for certification. Get certified later. Even though I told them, I was like, hey, that's my first hire.
But you could just take you anywhere you want to come back. Instead of over transfer.
Leader is getting your seeing like you land, not instrument rated, non-pressurized. Practice. mean, it's pretty much good. It's getting more tests today.